All right, so interval and set notation. We're gonna talk about just really quick, all the different ways that this can look. So if you have a graph, like I have x is greater than 5. So my graph starts at 5 and then continues forever to the right. So if my graph is starting at 5 and continuing forever to the right, I have parentheses because there is an open circle. So notice here, there's strictly greater than, which leads to an open circle, which leads to a parenthesis. Because I'm going on forever, I can't be contained, right? So parentheses are going to always be with infinity. The difference from here to here is that instead of being strictly less than, I'm now greater than or equal to. So now my circle is closed. So instead of a parenthesis, I now have a bracket. But do I have an ending as I keep increasing? No, I have no ending in sight. I'm heading towards infinity. So if you look here, if the graph is heading forever to the left, that means x is less than 5. I have an open circle. So this time, all the way to the left is negative infinity. So we read from left to right. So I'm going from negative infinity up to 5 is my stopping point. And it's a parenthesis because it's not included. So here I have x is less than or equal to 5. And that's because it's less than or equal to 5. So therefore I'm going to have a closed circle. And because it's closed circle, notice how I have a bracket. These are just like the ones we just did, where I have an obvious ending and beginning. Now, the last one for you to write on, I did not write it, is when x is all real numbers. Y'all remember that? So when x is all real numbers, this is what you would write it as in your set. So this would be set, and your interval would be from negative infinity to positive infinity, because you're all possible numbers, right? So I go forever to the left and forever to the right. So you should have the room at the bottom or on the side to write that in. Okay, so remember I told you there's all these different combinations of using parentheses and infinities and brackets. Here are all your combinations of using parentheses, infinities, and brackets. Okay, obviously, is it always going to be x? It could be y, right? And are you going to always just use 1s and 5s? No, you have other numbers, but I had to choose a number and a variable in order to give you an example, okay? All right, how do we feel seeing it all put together? Does it help a little bit? All right, cool. So tomorrow we're going to do practice and classwork